Alrighty, welcome to the PSBS Plays Blizzard Podcast. I'm your host, Co-T, PSN Bios. Coach here is...
Andrew Arenas, Double Live.
Yes, we're back for episode 106, or 106.
106, 106, Fallout 76. Oh!
Not there yet.
Yeah, well, we're past 76.
We're well past 76.
176, that would have been we maybe would have been at 176 by now.
Would we? I mean, we took, 4 months off or something like that?
Impossible specials that we could have made, like E3 2017 and all that, but probably not.
I think if we didn't skip and had that big break, we'd probably be around, at the most, maybe 150. But that still seems like a lot.
You're probably more of the expert in math than I am.
Math. It's a thing.
Math is math.
Math is math. How do you change math?
I don't know. That's what Mr. Incredible thinks.
Yep. We'll find out.
Oh, soon, yeah. If you'll ever solve that math problem.
But anyway, speaking of numbers and math and all that good stuff, we got a lot of news to cover this week.
Yes. Yes, we did take last week off, but not much happened in the realm of specifically PlayStation.
No, it was a really slow week last week, and now since we're getting so close to E3, all this stuff's leaking out, and all these other things being kind of confirmed, and it's just like, now we're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost to E3.
Yes, and this E3 is already shaping up to be far more interesting than last year's.
It's very leaky, though. It's a very leaky boat.
It is a very leaky boat, but at least when we get on the boat, it should be smooth sailing from there. Fingers crossed, with awkward moments to ensue. But E3 does seem very interesting this year already, so I'm already a big fan. Last year's E3, it just kind of came and went. Some good things were there, of course, some interesting things, but it just nothing. It just updates on things that we had already seen before.
Yes.
But what we will talk about also today on the show is that we're going to see some updates. We're going to see updates and some new things. Granted that they're not already leaked.
This and that. But one of the big items from last week we didn't get to cover because we didn't do an episode.
Yeah.
We need to cover is that EA officially confirmed Battlefield 5 or Battlefield V, however you want to say it, has been officially announced. It will be released for PC, PS4, Xbox One. The game is going to be released October 19th.
Ooh, man, October is looking stacked.
Yeah. Of course, it's going to be back in. It's going to be set during World War II. The story mode is going to be similar to the Battlefield 4, where it's going to be stories, you know.
Oh, you mean Battlefield 1?
Battlefield 1, yeah. You know, math, right? Yeah. They went from Battlefield 4 to Battlefield 1 to Battlefield 5. That's some good math right there. But, yeah, like the last Battlefield game, story will be different little stories. It says Battlefield 5 is set during World War II and will tell smaller stories about theaters of war rarely explored in World War II games.
Gee, that's going to be quite a difficult task. Do you want me to list all the World War II games that we have already?
As long as we get the Dunkirk level.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's how Nolan has to approach it, right? Because you have so much there. It's directed by Christopher Nolan. The campaign.
Yep. So there's that. They also talked about how the game will not have a premium pass this year.
Oh, thank God.
It says, meaning all post-release content will be available free for all players. That includes new maps and modes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so everybody's going to have the same thing.
Yep. They also have a new mode. Their new thing that's not Battle Royale mode. Yeah, Battlefield 5 will not have a pure Battle Royale mode. It says, according to official reveal event, it will have a new expanded operations mode called Grand Operations, which will feature an extra round known as Last Stand. So it's kind of like sudden death round. Kind of like when you get into a tie game or something where it's like, okay, now it's one life left and all that.
That's kind of like a Battle Royale mode.
Yeah, it's just not till the end of the game. Operations, blah, 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 will feature extra rounds for tight games called Last Stand. During Last Stand rounds, each acts as a sudden death for close matches. Players fight until there's only one left standing, which determines the winner. Battlefield 5 will also have a new co-op mode called Combined Arms.
Ooh.
So yeah. So there's just the basic little facts and information about Battlefield 5. Now let's go into this a little bit more. So that release date, October 19th. Let's break this down for 1 second. That is 1 week after Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 comes out October 12th.
No.
And 1 week later will be Battlefield 5. And then guess what's 1 week after Battlefield 5?
Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm not even concerned about Red Dead in terms of that. I mean, I'm concerned actually more about shooters. Because Red Dead really doesn't have anything to worry about. It's the Rockstar and it's Red Dead. It'll be fine, no matter what. But is EA really going to pull this crap again? But granted, not with their own game at least.
Well,
but with 2 other games sandwiched.
Yeah, but to be fair though, Battlefield's always been an October game. It's just Call of Duty that changed it up this year by putting theirs out in October.
Yes.
So it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, we're gonna have these 2 shooters kind of going head to head, with only a week apart instead of maybe a month or a couple of weeks. So yeah, I mean, they're not cannibalizing themselves like they did with Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1, 2 years ago. But
yeah, that was a different situation. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of going to be weird to see these games coming out, so close to each other because they are kind of the competitors of each other, trying to get that first-person shooter dominance over the fall.
I'm sure Battlefield V will sell very well.
Sure it will.
But I'm sure it will. But historically, Call of Duty is the one has come more on top sales-wise. So
yeah,
it's still going to be a little. But now it's even more difficult since they're so close together.
But that's kind of what we talked about a few episodes back. Like, could it possibly be that Black Ops 4 not necessarily flops, but just not sell like the previous games?
Well, and so I don't think it's going to be the top-selling game of the year.
You don't think it's going to be the top-selling game of the year?
Probably it's going to be Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2.
Yeah. I mean, but Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will definitely be up there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, because like what we talked about that, like Black Ops, not Black Ops, but Call of Duty's just been the number 1 game for how many years?
And like about a decade running.
Like every year, it's the number 1 game. I think last year it was number 1. Was like probably when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Yeah, when Call of Duty Ghosts was released.
Yeah, that was like the only year Call of Duty was the number 1 selling game.
Yeah. Well, and on top of that, it was Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 was a big one. So then again, until Rockstar releases another big game, that's when it seems to happen.
It could be Red Dead 2.
Yeah, it could very well be Red Dead 2, and it probably will. Given the amount of PS4s and Xbox Ones are out there.
Yeah, plus a big Rockstar game. So yeah, there's a lot of factors that is going to hurt Black Ops 4 because of
in a way, but it'll still reign pretty high. It would be quite a bit for Black Ops 4 to flop. I mean, the name alone, the Black Ops sub-series and Call of Duty is already pretty big. And even despite, no single player and a bit of changes to the Call of Duty formula that maybe not be to everybody's taste, but I think it'll still sell. Even on that intriguing level, like I had already said, I'm actually going to get this Call of Duty day 1. So, because I'm just intrigued a bit by it. So, I'll have to see.
But because of that, and I know you're getting Red Dead day 1.
Yeah, I've Red Dead day 1.
So that means you're not going to get Battlefield 5 right away?
No, probably not. Well, EA Access.
Well, there you go. You can play it for 10
play
hours.
For 10 hours, yeah, $5, and then see maybe because you get a discount on it, right? It's like
if you have the EA Access, you get a discount on the full.
Yeah, because I'm probably gonna play Battlefield 5 on Xbox One. So, but like Call of Duty, I'm probably gonna get on PlayStation, and Red Dead 2 will be on PlayStation. But I don't know. You have we talked about it off here where what system we're gonna get Red Dead 2 on, but who knows? Maybe I like the game so much as maybe it's worth $120 to me that it may be good on Xbox also, so we can play online and have our Westworld fantasies. Yes. But
we'll see. But I mean, I don't know. The thing about Black Ops, I know we talked a lot about this already in another episode, but the thing about Black Ops, like, it doesn't even necessarily have to flop, but it just needs to have a huge backlash against it, just for Activision to kind of like get the message.
Well, I mean, the dislike bar was already pretty interesting for the Black Ops 4 trailer.
But I mean, I'm talking like an EA level backlash, where like you can see EA's like in panic mode after last year.
Well, I mean, that's the loot boxes thing, and then you also you failed to mention that Battlefield V has no loot boxes either.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, that's what I mean though. They're like they're reacting to last year, this whole thing with Star Wars and everything. That they're reacting to it this year. We're like, oh, well, I mean, Battlefront 2 did the same thing. Where like there was no like season pass. It was just all the content's free. You know.
Yeah, but it just kind of failed on the loot boxes part.
But failed loot boxes part, and then they were doing this even with Titanfall 2, where like all post launch stuff was going to be free. They're still doing season pass though for Battlefield 1.
Yeah, see, that was a game that they did well.
Yeah, and
on the practices front.
Yeah, and then that's what they're doing. That's their approach now to this new Battlefield, is that they're, no premium pass. All the maps will be free. Here you go. No loot boxes, but they do say there is cosmetics you can buy.
Yeah, it's the Evolve. Well, except no monsters. As long as you're not buying like tanks or things like that. I mean,
well, yeah, they say it's all cosmetics you can buy. That's the only microtransaction.
I know. We give that one a pass too, and then they get greedy. But then again, EA has stepped back, I hope, and if it's just cosmetic...
there has to be some type of extra income, right, to fund the
maps. Of course. It's just, I don't know, even when we give it's just cosmetic pass to, Blizzard even, or any other game, they still get carried away with it sometimes, so...
I mean, all maybe, right, well, but like...
but I'm willing to believe them on this one. For Battlefield 5, I think it should be fine. I am. So, but yeah, still.
$20, you can run around as Darth Vader in Battlefield 5.
Oh, whoa, okay, maybe tie it in with something, I don't know.
Dang, we're not going to get a new Star Wars game or a new Star Wars movie this fall for Christmas time.
Oh, well, I mean, that's when they should have put Solo out,
Lego?
right?
Where's my Lego Last Jedi, damn it?
I guess you could go 100% Lego Force Awakens then. These Lego games already take a long ass time to 100% complete. Maybe you could do that. Even though you probably already beat the story mode, but
I did. But
you really got to finish it, man.
Oh yeah, 100%. It just takes so damn long. But speaking of Legos,
want to transition Legos?
Yeah. Speaking of Legos, we do know what Lego game we're getting this fall, and it's not Lego Last Jedi.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we talked about this a while back. Incredibles 2 is the next Lego game coming out in June, in 2 weeks or so. And then that'll be the summer game. And the fall game has been officially announced as Lego DC Supervillains.
Yeah, a weird kind of game. But
there's been a lot of leaks and teases and stuff, but it's been officially announced the game will release on October 16th. More October game.
Oh boy.
It will release
at least for the kids.
Yeah.
All those other games we talked about were for adults. Quote unquote. For the mature, somewhat mature audience. How about that? Okay. Somewhat mature.
Yeah, well, the game will release on October 16th for PC, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. Okay. Lego DC Superhero sees the Justice League disappearing, offers up an open world for the Joker, Harley Quinn, Deathstroke, and more. It's up to you and the Injustice League to take on a group of super wannabes called the Justice Syndicate. On top of that, DC League of Supervillains will be about spray painting walls in Metropolis and scaring Gotham residents. So, yeah, so it's an open world game where it's a story mode where you're playing as villains fighting against this weird knockoff hero team or something. So yeah, there you go.
Another Lego game. Just couldn't bother to call it Lego Batman 4, I guess, but...
Because you don't play as Batman. He's not the main character.
Yeah. Even though, it's not the central, premise. Even though those Lego Batman games, by Lego Batman 2, it was well, this is already, a DC game. I wonder, why Lego TT Games couldn't just make, a... DC, a
Lego
Marvel...
DC Heroes.
Lego DC Heroes, yeah, Lego Marvel Heroes. I've still been going through the second game, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and...
But that's what this one's called, is Lego DC Supervillains. So they couldn't make a DC superhero game, but made DC superhero supervillains. Yeah,
that's the odd part to me. But yeah, it's another Lego game. Given its October release date, definitely won't. That will be on the back burner. So for a while.
I've just
probably till like it's on sale.
Yeah, I don't buy Lego games right away anymore. I wait because they always drop to $20 relatively soon after the game comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I waited a bit for Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And then I didn't. I did the classic thing of just buying it and not really playing it. But I'm playing it a little bit more since I got my new TV.
Yeah.
And I want to share play with you, but share play connections are a little tricky. And I want to share play with you the Infinity War DLC.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I remember like Lego was talking about Lego Force Awakens. Like I waited on that one. I got like the whole gold edition for like $25 that came with the game season.
Yeah, it was like on sale, like a Black Friday sale. Yeah, I got that too.
So it was just like, yeah, you can kind of wait out these Lego games. No mention of DLC yet, but that's probably something they're going to talk about later because a lot of these Lego games have been getting DLC.
Shazam DLC could have like. I mean, these DLC packs come out like well after the game is released. Like.
I mean, hey, this comes out 2 months before Aquaman, so they can put Aquaman.
Oh. Yeah, well, mama.
Well, no, you got to play as the villains, right? You got to play as Black Mantis and what's the other villain's name?
So we get to play as Willem Dafoe?
No, he's not the villain.
Oh, he's not the villain. He's like one of the protagonist characters.
I don't know who's playing as Black Mantis. I know he's in the movie. I just don't know who's playing as him.
Oh God, is it another like lame DC villain situation? That's
no. There's two villains though. They got him. They got Ocean Master, I think is his name, and he's played by Patrick Wilson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So like it's like they got two villains in this movie.
Oh, Aquaman. Still haven't seen anything yet.
You know where we will see something at though?
We will see in a Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see maybe a little more Lego DC villains at Comic-Con. Maybe.
Possibly. I mean, WB Interactive does have a presence at Comic-Con, yes. The publisher. More than other gaming companies do. So, at least in recent years. So, yeah, I'd be willing to bet. I don't know if you'd be able to play it, but then again, it's like many Lego games. I don't think it's going to really change much.
Yeah.
It's very rare when you have a couple of them that change, like Lego City Undercover and Incredibles seems a little different than other ones. And then Lego Force Awakens was a bit different too, but I don't know. Lego's Marvel Superheroes 2 is very derivative, and then I don't know. I mean, I feel like get super excited about Lego DC supervillains, but it should be a neat game, I guess, for DC fans and Lego fans.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it was also announced this past week. You know, it's another game coming out in October.
Oh my lord!
More October games. Capcom confirmed that Mega Man 11 is coming out in October.
Yeah.
Mega Man 11 will launch October 2nd for PS4, Xbox One.
Oh, good. At the beginning of the month, yes.
So you're getting that at the beginning of October. Launch continues
to
the 30th anniversary. Mega Man 11. It's not PlayStation, but they did announce that the Switch version you can get exclusive at GameStop comes with a Mega Man 11 amiibo.
Oh, that's cool.
We got new gear upgrades and stuff. They said if you pre-order Mega Man 11 now, you get in-game alternate soundtrack. Pre-orders to the PlayStation Network also include interactive Mega Man theme for your PS4.
Yeah, that one looks so cool. That's what I wanted on, but I'm like, if I get a Switch later in the year, like, God, do I want to play Mega Man 11 on the Switch?
You get a whole Mega Man collection for Switch. You get all 10 games for Switch, and then you get.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, and it's better to play them on there because, like, there's really no point since the achievements are so lame on the console version.
Oh yeah, you don't want those achievements. No.
Yeah, those achievements stink. No. Like, and I don't really want to care about them at all. Like, I can go get easier trophies in other games. Yeah, I might actually want to just play it on Switch. I might actually just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I like that theme, though, man, that theme looks so cool. Is there a way I could just buy the theme? Or no, I have to purchase the game.
Yeah, I was just double checking too. The price point of this game. You can pre-order right now on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It's priced at $29.99 for Mega Man 11.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want the Amiibo edition, it's $60 for the Amiibo edition.
Oh my! Well, the Amiibo already has like $20, and like
there's some other little things included too. Like I think I can't tell some other things, some stickers or whatever. But you know, something to think about. You know, I know you're thinking about getting a Switch probably in the fall.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, by the time their online stuff gets together, which it will, and then Smash. Yeah, probably when around Smash will be out. Which, oh god, is that October too? presumably, but that's like all rumor stuff. Well, wait a minute, Smash is going to be like Nintendo's crown jewel at E3, so maybe that's when we'll get a release date. And watch it be October, the same day as Red Dead. Oh,
gonna be October 26th. The full Switch bundle comes with the Switch and
holy.
Smash.
Yeah. I mean, if that comes out, well, I was going to get one a little bit before, but I mean, if there's a bundle, then it's like I might as well. I mean, if it has like I imagine just like the Smash logo on the back of the Switch, you know? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's getting me excited. All right, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
If it comes with like a GameCube controller,
that's a step too far.
Hey, don't deny the GameCube controller. No, we're not going through this again. Don't deny the GameCube controller.
Speaking of controllers,
what controllers we got?
It was announced, I think, 2 weeks ago. It's loading. I want to get the exact name of this thing right. Yeah, there's going to be a new officially licensed PS4 Pro controller, or Elite controller, however you want to call it.
But just licensed, right? Sony didn't make it.
No, but they're officially licensed by Sony, which is something they don't do too often because they don't have too many official third-party controllers for PS4 right now.
Yeah.
I said Scuffs, SCUF Gaming is working on a new. It's called the Scuff Vantage controller. It's officially licensed, customizable, all about performance. The pad offers button renapping, side-mounted buttons, and removable faceplate, and 4 optional paddles. You can also set the thumbstick to 3 different heights and adjust the trigger buttons with stops. And you have D-pads, Scuff Vantage as well. It will launch later in the summer, and it will have a wired model for $170 or a wireless model for $200.
Ooh.
They got
$200.
They got the case. Comes with a case and everything. They got it in black and silver. And they got all this whole breakdown of everything and blah blah blah.
Their answer to the Elite controller on Xbox One.
Yes, because I know you were very interested in the Elite controller on Xbox.
I do have an interest of getting the Elite controller on Xbox, but it just seems like it's not really on sale per se on right now.
It's never on sale.
Yeah, it seems just everything.
$150 controller. No.
Everything in gaming I want or have the interest of getting just seems to be either in short supply or just expedited in price, like in so highly on eBay.
Yeah.
So God knows how much probably a used Xbox One Elite controller is.
Because that's what I was wondering is like what you think about this controller.
I kind of wish Sony made it. Like, it's neat that it has the sticker thing, but generally whenever I see reviews of like Sony like just licensing on YouTube, people just say like, well, if Sony just put the sticker on it, doesn't mean they didn't really care too much. Yeah, even despite the PlayStation blog posts. But yeah, but you're saying this one is different.
Well, it's different because like, you know, it's
Scuff,
big thing, Scuff, and then like it's licensed. But like Sony, there is no official Sony licensed third-party controllers for PS4. There is some third-party controllers you can buy like on Amazon or something, but they're not officially licensed by Sony.
I thought there was like the kid controller or something, like the ones for kids.
The kid one? That wasn't made by Sony though?
I think it was licensed by Sony.
Might have been, but that's like the first one that came out this year. So, for how many years the PS4 has been out, we're just getting 2 officially licensed third-party controllers?
Yeah, and then we have like our media remotes, but those don't really count.
Yeah. But yeah. Couldn't play Detroit with that mini controller though, I don't think. They said, probably not. It says some games don't work with the mini control because the mini control touchpad doesn't really work, and I don't think it has the motion sensors in it.
Yeah.
And
odds are probably doesn't.
Detroit uses both those things, so.
Wow, good to see David Cage still keen on those. Oh, we have a question about Detroit. If you want to transition to that, I mean, not much on this Elite controller. It's neat. It's expensive, but it's for people that need it.
I don't need this. I already can't stand paying $60 for a controller. I would never pay $170, $200 for a controller.
Unless you were doing like professional gaming or like, you know.
And professional gaming, like this is not a cheat. How is this not considered? It's called the Vantage controller. It's like you have an advantage.
Like in shooters, yeah, for when it's quick reaction time and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean you do. And then you just have to get accustomed to that controller too. I mean, it's just different from what you usually use.
Yeah.
So There's a bit of a learning curve there.
It's just I knew people that were like hardcore into like the whole controller thing, and they were just like,
yeah,
like a guy like I knew, he's like, oh yeah, I got the full Elite controller for Xbox. I'm like, okay, good for you. And then another guy who was like, I have a PS4, but I can't stand the PS4 controller, so he bought like a modded one online that like is made more like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, what did you just? I remember looking up like modded videos, like if somebody could like ever make an Xbox controller work with a PlayStation.
He was like, and then he turned around and like sold his PS4. He's like, yeah, and guess what? The controller's perfect. It's just covered in dust because I never used that PS4 controller.
Oh my god. I mean, I love the Xbox controller more than the PlayStation, but
I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't like since I'm jumping back and forth between Xbox and PlayStation. Like I'm using both controls, and like I don't really have a preference one over the other.
Yeah, you don't really tell a difference at this point.
Like I don't feel a difference. It's just kind of like, yep, I'm playing the Xbox. Yep, I'm playing the PlayStation. Like I don't.
I mean, I got the controllers near me. Where did my Xbox controller go? Probably gonna fling it around somewhere. Oh wait, it's under here.
Like especially thing like.
I like the feel of the Xbox controller a whole lot. Buttons are a little loud though, but I mean they're loud on PlayStation as well.
I don't know. It's just weird because I was playing Xbox so much, like using the Xbox controller playing PUBG or something, and then like when God of War came out and I was just playing God of War nonstop on my PS4 controller, like I did feel a sense of comfort because like yeah, this is the controller I'm really accustomed to, you know.
Yeah, and then you have the analog sticks like close together.
Yeah. Because that's another debate, too. Like, somebody tried to argue with me, like, that's not naturally where your thumbs are supposed to go or something. Like, parallel. And I'm like, I don't get that argument. Like, I feel like they should be parallel. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. That's the whole thing. Like, some people get turned off on the Xbox controller simply because the analog sticks are, like, spread out.
But, like, no, they're just like, no, I hate the PS4 controller because of the analog sticks right next to each other. And I'm like, why would they be anywhere else?
Well, that's why the Xbox is there. That's why.
But yeah, but, like, other consoles do that. Like, Nintendo Switch, it's inverted, the analog sticks. One's higher up than the other.
Yeah. The Switch, yeah. The GameCube, too?
Yeah. No.
The Wii? Well, they didn't even have two analog sticks, depending which controller setup you were using. So, it's whatever.
I don't know, man. I always liked the PlayStation controller. All the PlayStation controller.
Oh, that's all you ever used.
That's all I've ever used.
Yeah.
So why they kept it the same for 3 console generations?
Mostly the same.
Mostly the same. The original PS1 controller didn't have analog sticks.
And then PS3 in the beginning didn't want to have vibration, and then
they put it back in, and then blah 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 blah.
So I don't know.
We almost get that boomerang controller though.
Yeah, we're so close. You were so close.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Just total backlash completely changed the product. Like, they were totally going to ship it with that controller, and everybody was like, don't put that controller in the box. And then they were like, okay. Went back to the whole DualShock 3. It's just like a DualShock 2, but with like Bluetooth and whatever.
I freaking remember being at a Tokyo Game Show back in like 2006 and seeing that.
You've seen the boomerang controller in person?
Yeah, I have seen the boomerang controller in person, yes. Back when the PS3 was just being shown kind of like in public, and Metal Gear Solid 4, was being shown in trailer form, and they had like a silver-looking PS3, and then it was like the boomerang controller, yeah.
Man, they should have sold it like separately, like just as novelty, like just to like, look, here's what you could have had,
Yeah, like how they're selling out there the Duke controller for Xbox One.
The novelty of it, and it's like, yeah, they should just sell the novelty boomerang controller.
It's probably on eBay for like thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah, some dude's got like a prototype one from like the dev kits or something.
Yeah, I mean somebody has the prototype NES. What was the SNES PlayStation?
Yeah, the PlayStation hybrid thing.
So there's only one of those.
Yeah, there's gotta be some boomerang controllers out there.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, I sidetracked the sidetrack. So what was that Detroit question?
Oh, just simply, Franklin wanted to know thought your oh no, not Franklin. That's another question. Roger, have you guys played Detroit? I might get it soon. I haven't played Detroit. Yes, I've been playing God of War.
You've been playing God of War?
Yeah, I've been playing God of War.
So good. But
it's a fantastic game. But this is about Detroit.
It's about Detroit. Yeah, so Detroit, I picked it up first day. I played it for about 2 or 3 hours the first day. And then I got sidetracked for a week, and I was just playing it before the show. For another hour or two. And I'm really liking it. It's very much more of a Heavy Rain successor than Beyond Two Souls was.
Yeah, because that's what I got the vibes off of it when I was seeing a little bit of gameplay on YouTube. I'm not gonna go out of my way and watch the whole thing because I'm gonna get the game relatively soon. Yeah, that whole murder mystery kind of deal, and then you have characters going in the shops asking people stuff. It's like, oh my god, this is like Heavy Rain all over again in a good way. Yeah,
in a good way. Yeah, like I said, it's more of the Heavy Rain successor than Beyond was. Because Beyond was still good. I still like Beyond, but I may have talked about it before. But Beyond Two Souls was just trying to be really ambitious with both the storytelling and even just how it plays. Because it played similar to Heavy Rain, but still different. Where there was kind of almost less control at times in Beyond. And doing just kind of other little things where Detroit really does feel like, the spiritual sequel to Heavy Rain.
Which a lot of people wanted from even since Heavy Rain's release.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where, if you really liked Heavy Rain and you're kind of didn't know how you felt about Beyond, you're going to probably still like Detroit because it's still more like Heavy Rain than Beyond was. But yes, I'm really liking it because, like I said, I talked about this a few episodes back. I wanted that 2010 nostalgia. I remember really going back and playing Heavy Rain. And that's kind of what I feel like in a good way. I'm not saying this is like a clunky 2010 game, but I just mean that like I said, it just feels like I was playing Heavy Rain again.
Yeah.
Just in the structure, and the gameplay, and the narrative, and all that, and then a lot of fun releases. I would have played it longer, but my PS4 controller died out. I had to charge it.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
if only had that Pro controller. Just kidding.
The controller has like a 20-hour battery or something.
that would be something. And then what's also has upgraded significantly, it seems, at least on the PS4 Pro version, I have seen, is the graphics. I mean, this game for the most part looks really, really, really great. Certain weather effects on it, I was astonished taking a look at certain videos that were uploaded for quick bits. I'm not watching but just all of the rain and how cool it looks. Yeah, it's some of the coolest looking rain.
Yeah, I mean, you can catch those. Yeah, you can catch those little Heavy Rain moments too. There is rain in this scene. There is the detective walking around looking at stuff. There is.
Yeah, and then you going into stores and asking people questions.
Yeah, going into the store and asking questions. And, they don't have the thought thing though. Heavy Rain had a thing where you can
Oh, really? Actually, that would have been interesting given the nature of the game, right?
I mean, characters do monologue in their head sometimes, but there's no thing where you press the button and instantly.
That would be the most interesting area to use it in. I would have thought they would have, with AI and sentient beings.
There is something similar to that, but not to that level.
Because I've been watching a lot of Westworld, I'm like, well, yeah, there's always things that those people are thinking and all that. I'm like, that would have been interesting if in Detroit you can press that little button and then see what they're thinking. Well, that's okay. I mean, if there's plenty of dialogue in the game, probably anyways.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if, in terms of actual story mass and how many possible outcomes, if it's more than Beyond Two Souls. It must be, or I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's got to be, because Beyond Two Souls was very fixed on what it wanted to tell you.
Yeah, and it would, because that was the thing about Beyond Two Souls. Even when it was being shown off both at Comic-Con and then what David Cage was saying, it's really big and it's much bigger than Heavy Rain and all that. So I don't know how big Detroit is. Not that really matters. Not that really even matters.
Yeah, because with Beyond, I only ever seen as I was playing, I only really see two potential endings here. But like with Detroit, it's like, oh no, when you finish a chapter, they show you that whole like web of choices or whatever at the end.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where like, okay, and then like that whole web pops up, like what? There's this whole like other path you could have gone down, and there's other web of decisions and outcomes, and you can see like how many outcomes there was for just this one scene, you know?
Right.
So yeah, so it's really so yeah. If you really liked Heavy Rain, you're gonna love Detroit. It's very much in the spirit of that game.
Technically, it looks so impressive, and that too. And I'm glad Quantic Dream was able to complete this game in a timely manner, despite the things that went on possibly behind the scenes. But everything's good. Yeah, I'll probably get around to Detroit probably when I get my Pro. So, because yeah, you are correct. There are quite a bit of differences, especially in terms of how the game performs.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to get a PS4 Pro soon. PS4 Pro soon because...
No, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, new thing. Sony's announced their, how do they call it? Sony's Day of Play.
The Day of Play.
Their celebration thing saying that Days of Play limited thing, it says they'll have savings, including PS4 Pro will be discounted to $350. God of War will be discounted to $50. Gran Turismo Sport will be $20, and the show will be $40. And there will also be a new limited edition PS4. Days of Play
just
limited edition.
The slim one.
Yeah, this is a slim version, not a pro version.
Unfortunately.
Yes, the system will have a gold symbol, matching blue controller, 1 terabyte hard drive, and it will be available for an undisclosed amount of time for $300.
Which is pretty cool. That's a good deal, too.
Yep. This will start June 8th, and it'll go from June 8th to June 18th. The limited limited system, and then the Pro discount, the game discounts. So, if you're thinking,
when is it initiated? Because I'm really curious. Like when?
June 8th.
June 8th.
June 8th. Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Probably getting a PS4 Pro pretty soon then.
Yeah. Well, the discount will be from the 8th to the 18th.
Okay. Oof. Yeah. I'm probably gonna get it pretty darn soon. So. Man, I'm excited because, like, holy smokes, dude! Like, I've been just playing God of War in HDR, and that's been helping too on my base PS4. And it scares me because, like, that game already runs and like looks so good on my base PlayStation 4. Like, how much better is it gonna look on my Pro? Mm-hmm. Like, holy smokes! I can't even imagine. And then I'm excited to like play Ratchet and Clank, which I heard utilizes it pretty well, and other PlayStation, and probably get Detroit and Horizon. Still haven't played Horizon, so there we go. Yeah, so it'll be pretty good. And Horizon's on the discounted list too, I think.
I think so. It's not on this particular article I have right here, but it might be.
Yeah, I think it's the complete edition. Yeah, it's discounted. So yeah, I'm excited because it held back a bit. So I mean, you gotta have something to play on this PlayStation 4 Pro, But yeah, I'm still going to continue to play God of War. It already looks so good already, so I'm not going to really wait until June 8th, even though tomorrow is June. But I'm probably going to be getting a Pro pretty soon. I'm excited.
Exciting.
And everybody else that needs to maybe get any of those games or a new PS4 system, I guess, and get a Slim or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But if you are picking up a new PS4 in June and you're getting PlayStation Plus with it, you can get these free games announced today.
Oh!
It was announced today what the new games will be for PlayStation Plus in June. The June PlayStation games will include XCOM 2 for PS4, Trials Fusion for PS4, Zombie Driver HD for PS3, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier for PS3, Atomic Ninjas for PS Vita, and Squares for PS Vita. These will be available starting June 5th until next month. The following month.
Really throwing it back with that Ghost Recon on the PS3. Seems like 2011, I think. Yeah, like we already had to be reminded about another misstep in the Ghost Recon franchise. So, neat, I guess. Not as great as last month, but I mean, XCOM 2 people like. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, they just need to cut the cord of the PS3 games.
Well, they're cutting the cord on the Vita games. Yeah, I'm surprised at the PS3 games at this point. I mean,
they're cutting it like this year, right? Like after December, I think.
Yeah, after December this year, no more Vita games.
And then PS3 games, I think they're cutting too, or just the Vita games?
I think it's just Vita games.
They're cutting the PS3 games too.
Maybe.
Because they just need to cut it because
then they need to start giving away VR games. Then. Oh,
they did.
The entitlement.
VR Rigs was free 2 months ago, and Until Dawn Rush of Blood was free like 3 months ago.
No, I'm saying like they might as well make a section of just like PSVR.
Oh yeah. So you're guaranteed
at this point. I think at this point they should give away VR games.
Yeah.
The entitlement's here, but it's here to stay.
Yeah, but once they cut the PS3 and Vita games, like they have to put more effort into the PS4 games. Like you said, do maybe 2 PS4 games and then 1 VR game or something. Because they have to
at least one VR game.
Yeah, they gotta make up for it and kind of show you like, hey, yeah, here's this, you know.
Yeah. Not that I don't know if it's gonna matter to too many people, but there'll be that stigma of like, oh.
Yeah, but like
how many more games I could have redeemed at least, but then I won't be able to.
Well, that's just the thing. You can redeem it even if you don't have a VR headset. So if you're like, just smart and thinking, I don't have a VR headset right now, but if I sit here and redeem all these VR games, I'll have a bunch of them for free already once I get my VR headset.
Is that second version of that VR headset never released? It was just in Japan?
No, I think it was it in the Skyrim bundle? One of the bundles had it.
The new version of that.
One, but not the other. That was the problem that threw people off because there was 2. There was the Gran Turismo Sport bundle, and there's a Skyrim bundle. One of them had the revised headset, and one of them didn't.
Huh. And dumb question incoming again. And so is the entire game of Skyrim in VR?
It is the entire game of Skyrim in VR.
That's crazy. Wow. It's not like Fallout where it was only like a portion.
No, it's the whole game of Fallout.
All on the HTC Vive?
Yeah, it's the whole Fallout 4.
When do you think they're going to bring that to PlayStation?
Whenever they can.
I guess. Oh, another transition I'm sensing. With Fallout.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Fallout. And blah, blah, blah. So, we talked about maybe an episode 2 ago that it was rumored that there is a Fallout 3 anniversary remaster, whatever the hell, coming out this year.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, that was rumored, and then Bethesda put out that whole like countdown announcement thing. Please stand by, and we were like, I was just sitting there all day thinking, like, yep, it's the the Fallout 3 thing, right?
But then I thought to myself too, in the mindset that you were in, I was like, well, why would they keep giving this much hype over a remaster?
I don't know. Like,
unless it's like a radically looking different Fallout 3, just completely just like redone, that I would have been like, oh crap.
But I figured they were just gonna like get ahead of it since it was already kind of leaking out, So I figured they'd just get ahead of it and just show it and be whatever. But no, because I thought like, no, it can't be another Fallout game or like another regular one. And then they were just like, no, here's Fallout 76, and I'm like,
huh,
okay.
Well, there's nothing you can do. You can just say okay.
Say okay, and then I was like, okay, and then they had more reports coming out trying to clarify what this game is.
Yeah, because it seems like Bethesda couldn't really do that themselves.
Well, I mean, it was just to announce it and then kind of like say, yep, we'll show you more at E3,
Hey, but those pre-orders are open, though.
yeah, go pre-order before you know what the hell this game is, right?
Hey, it's Fallout. People will pre-order it if it's anything Fallout.
Yeah.
But still, it's a little weird.
Yeah, so anyway. So yeah, Fallout 76 was announced, and it was just a little teaser thing. We're going to show you more at E3. But more reports have come out to try to clarify what this game is. According to Kotaku's Jason Schreier, who has track record, blah, 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 he says Fallout 76 will be an online game of some sort and not the traditional Fallout experience we've come to know. Along with today's announcement, he tweeted saying, expecting Fallout 76 to be a new traditional single-player RPG would be very disappointed. He said, just don't want to get... his tweet was... I'm seeing some skepticism on Reddit and Twitch about my reporting the Fallout 76 online game because they don't want to believe it. But again, if you spend weeks getting hyped for a single-player RPG, you will be disappointed. Just looking out for you.
He's doing everybody. He's doing people a solid.
Yeah. From what we heard, Fallout 76 online game of some sort, developed by Bethesda Game Studios, both Maryland and Austria. And it says, Yeah, full report detailing about Fallout 6, pairing the game's online survival RPG in the same vein as games like DayZ and Rust. Originally prototyped as a multiplayer version of Fallout 4 with the goal of envisioning what an online Fallout game might look like. Fallout 76 has evolved quite a bit over the past few years. Those sources said it will have quests and a story like any other game from Bethesda Game Software's online developer knows mini RPGs like Skyrim. It will feature base building similar to Fallout 4 and other survival-based mechanics and multiplayer mechanics, according to the sources. One source cautioned the gameplay is rapidly changing, like it does in many online service games, but that's the core outline. Yeah, so it's one of those things where I guess it is good that these reports are coming out, because obviously if I didn't see these, I would, assume like everyone else that this is just another Fallout game, like a spinoff.
Yeah.
So yeah, this well, I mean, it is good that we are lowering our expectations, because it is something where, like, it's true. If I was to spend the next week or two, like, yeah, we're gonna get this cool Fallout spinoff. It's gonna do something different, like, different setting or something, and then turns out to be this whatever online thing.
It's like that meme I showed you about Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, it's like if they would have hyped up Elder Scrolls 6, thinking this Elder Scrolls 6 or something, and then it just turns out to be
new Elder Scrolls. You just say it's a new Elder Scrolls, but then it's like an Elder Scrolls Online update.
Yeah, just the Elder Scrolls Online expansion update thing.
But hey, Elder Scrolls Online doesn't have a stigma anymore. It's a good game.
People really
like it. Yeah, I mean, it's still getting updates. I don't know how, but
it's getting a new expansion, so they're going to show it at the Bethesda thing. You're going to have the Woo person back.
Yeah, well, probably maybe some more. I think Elder Scrolls Online has attracted some more fans over the years. I think. Yeah,
it's getting there. It's got its fan base. We're not knocking
it. Sure does.
We're not knocking it.
No, not anymore. Back in the day, it was very rough. But
we're just saying, though, that's a different product scenario than what some people want.
Yeah, and you know what? Franklin asks a question. He just wants to know our thoughts about Fallout 76 and it as like a product and what it's serving. Like, I think. I mean, what do you think about Fallout 76? The way it's like shaping up to be so far.
Yeah, assuming this is all true, that it is some type of online thing, survival RPG, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm firmly believing it.
It's one of those things where, like, I think it might just be kind of testing the waters for like a Fallout MMO, probably.
Yeah.
Because like we just said, Elder Scrolls Online is doing really well now. It's getting expansions and all this and that. And it's probably one of those things where Bethesda kind of wanted to test the waters and say, okay, let's not go full on with the MMO right now, because that would require a lot of servers, a lot of players. Let's do something smaller.
Yeah, because an MMO's a tough space to get into.
Yeah.
Even with a name like Fallout, it's hard.
But that's the thing, though, about this game. If it is a smaller online experience where you can go up to, like, I don't know how much DayZ goes up to, 10 players, I don't know what the hell. But like a smaller thing, let's just say 10 players. So it's one of those things where, like, yeah, cool, like, people are liking it. Like, if this comes out, people like it. Like, yeah, people are liking this. It's online. There's 10 players. You can build your little base or whatever and survive for a couple days. But, like, okay, people are liking that now. Let's take the next step and do a whole MMO, right?
Right.
So that's probably what this is, just to kind of, like, just see, like, if people were kind of wanting an online Fallout game.
I think the demand is there, more than people think. Because you know what? I think it is still a little too soon for us for a core Fallout game. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Even despite the year gap between 3 and New Vegas, we didn't know how good we had it back then about that. How close that was.
Yeah,
because wasn't Fallout New Vegas just 2 years after Fallout 3?
Yeah, because like I said,
in 2010.
If it wouldn't be for these reports, that's what I would totally think Fallout 76 would be. It's like the New Vegas 2.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But
I don't think it would have been developed by Obsidian, but I think
because that was the thing. Like right after that teaser thing came out, Obsidian was like quick to post, like, we have nothing to do with this. Don't go look into us.
Yeah.
Because it's weird, because like Obsidian was working on this like project thing called like Project Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like in their coding or something, and then like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it's Fallout, set in New Orleans or something," That's all instantly what people jump to. Would be like, "Yeah, it's a new Fallout game in New Orleans." And I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be really cool." But
I just hate to burst people's bubble. I don't think Obsidian has anything Fallout in the cards anytime soon right now. Fallout New Vegas was at the right time for them in their studio career to do that. And they had that writer there to write as much stuff in Fallout New Vegas as there was in that game. Because, I mean, you got to hire somebody to write a lot of this crap. So it just fell at the right time for them. Right now, they're a pretty renowned studio. They make a lot of things. I just don't know if it's in the cards for them right now to make. Could they later? I'm sure they can. I'm sure they have a great relationship with Bethesda, but I just don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. As much as people want an Obsidian developed Fallout game. Many people went as far as to say that they should develop the next core Fallout game, which is pretty crazy, like a hypothetical Fallout 5.
Nah.
But usually Bethesda's the one to charge, at least for that, to develop the core Fallout games and then let other people develop the sub Fallout games, But I think a Fallout Online game would be really cool. I'm a little bit more open to that prospect. I'm just like barely getting into Fallout 4. I know maybe people have already demolished Fallout 4 at this point since the game is like approaching 2 years old. Well, wait, the game's already 2 years old. It came out 2015, right?
Yeah.
So the game's over 2 years old. So I understand. I'm sure people have already demolished that game and total.
I keep coming back to it too. I still never finished it because it's so long. But I do keep coming back to it.
I mean, I'm just barely trying to get into it again, and I'm having a good time. But I don't know. I mean, if the Fallout 3 Remaster might be a thing, you have that possibly, and then if somehow maybe you just played 3 and then add New Vegas, there's also New Vegas on the backwards compatible Xbox One. So there's that. I mean, at least a silver lining. But I think a core Fallout game is still on the cards. Of course, it's not like they're going to deviate and just focus solely on just online stuff. I mean, they're going to branch out too. It's just a branching out for the Fallout franchise, which hasn't come yet. And I'm actually kind of excited at the idea of an online Fallout game, actually, if done right. I mean, they already expanded in other things too. I mean, remember Fallout Shelter? Yeah. Pretty successful in the iOS market and Android. So that was their dip into mobile gaming in a way, even though it wasn't, a full Fallout game. It was just a little Sims type game in a way. But yeah, I mean, it's fine if Fallout goes to other genres. I think it'll be all right. It's something different. Yeah. Excited for it, and it's not that full jump or leap yet. Like you said, and that's what's exciting. It could take a risk, and if it fails in the beginning, and then maybe the kind of like Elder Scrolls Online did, and then gets better over time, then that's fine too, I guess. We'll have an episode where we played Fallout 76 and maybe just didn't like it at all in the beginning, but then it gets updates where it's progressively better, and then we're like, oh, it's a better game. I mean, granted, we got to go through that cycle, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope Bethesda has learned their lesson from the beginnings of Elder Scrolls Online and applies it to Fallout 76. So, I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. I'm excited. I'm actually quite excited for it.
Cool.
So
we'll see. But speaking of back and playing old games.
Yeah.
Today, a report came out saying that Korean Game Rating Board has rated Borderlands Game of the Year Edition for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. This is leading people speculating that the original Borderlands 1 will be re-released on consoles.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because they put out that Handsome Jack collection a few years
ago. Yeah, they did.
And it was just Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel. And everybody's like, where's Borderlands 1? And their response was like, well, we want to focus on these games, and if there's demand, we might go back and do Borderlands 1. And it looks like that might be happening.
Yeah, the game's kind of whatever. So it's like, do you really need the first one? But look, here we are. So this just goes to show, dude, how far away is Borderlands 3 at this point?
Yeah, that we're giving you Borderlands 1 now to go back and play.
Yeah. Because, look, I'm not hating on Borderlands 1. I played it back in the day when it first came out in 2009, but I mean, when you compare it to Borderlands 2, I mean,
yeah, it's not.
Come on, it's the Terminator 2 and Street Fighter 2 of Borderlands. You don't give a crap about the first one, really.
I give a crap about the first Terminator. Don't say that.
Okay, I was almost gonna throw around Blade Runner also, but all right, fine. It's like Street Fighter 2. Nobody gives a crap about the first Street Fighter.
But no, I mean, it's just like Borderlands 1, yeah, it was good when it came out, but when you compare it to Borderlands 2, it is a rougher game.
Yeah, and you had the lame ending of the first one. But you have those interesting DLC packs, though.
Yeah, the DLC packs were good, though.
Yeah.
And which this would presumably come with because it's called Game of the Year Edition.
I would sure hope so.
No. But yeah, because like the first one, your characters barely talked. There wasn't really any cutscenes.
Yeah, that's part of the charm of it too. And you then, just talked and stuff. Yeah,
and then like, yeah, and then
lots of loading screens.
On loading screens, and it was just boring to play by yourself.
Yeah.
Like 2 kept your attention if you're playing by yourself, but like 1 was really kind of boring to be by yourself.
Yeah.
But Borderlands 1 had that great opening scene. You can relive that in HD, 4K, or whatever the hell they're gonna do with this.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope it's in 4K at this point.
But and it's one of those things where like you don't even need to play story wise. Like you can just pick up Borderlands 2 and get the story. You know, because there's really a story in the first one. So it's like I don't know.
No, it's just really just the excuse of this is just obviously money, and then the holdover, more of a holdover for your because that's this is how funny it is now at this point. Like the Handsome Jack collection was supposed to be this holdover from Borderlands 3, and this collection's how old now? 2 years? More than that? Like 2.5 years old? Jesus Christ. And how much are they gonna charge for the first Borderlands? Like what, $20 at most at this point? Like,
oh yeah, it better not be more than $20.
Yeah, it better not be more than $20 for. I mean, yes, if they go back and add the 4K capabilities and everything, but it can't be any more than $25 or anything like that. Like anything a step above that, I'm just going to completely.
You don't understand how much money they need to rebound from Battleborn.
They would if they maybe were making Borderlands 3 quicker.
Yeah, but they made Battleborn instead, and they got to recoup that money.
Don't worry. Like, oh my god. Like, when Borderlands 3 is going to be a thing, it's going to sell a lot. But it better not be one of those things where it's going to take so long, people are just going to maybe not forget Borderlands, we're just going to be like, I don't know, we've had a lot of these kind of like shooters already, like freaking Destiny and all that, and possibly Anthem, but Anthem's not going to be first person, but we don't know that yet.
Possibly Rage 2.
Possibly Rage 2 also, but Rage 2 isn't probably already going to be a gangbuster game already, so even though I'm already assuming that, but we already talked about that, it's not going to set the world on fire. But no, but Borderlands 3 is the thing. If it comes out in a reasonable amount of time that it's supposed to come, then it'll be a big game. Like, that's a game that you really don't want to mess with, and hopefully it doesn't come out within, like, the big shooter season of the year. If it comes out, like, during the summer or something like that, it would be very successful. But, I don't know. This is just ridiculous. Just Borderlands 1 to hold us over? That's great, I guess. The game is, like, 8 years old. So it's like, well, 9. I think. Yeah, no, 9 years old. Approaching. Like, in the summertime, I think it'll be about 9 years old. So it's like, alright. I mean, I guess that'll be neat. I think me and you maybe will play it. I don't know. I mean, we played it back in the day when it came out together for a bit. But, I don't know. DLC's neat. I mean, if anything, I guess play Borderlands 1. DLC's neat. In case you haven't played it before, the DLC of it's
except for the Mad Moxie Dome. Don't touch that DLC.
Oh yeah, I thought that was Borderlands 2, but yeah, the Mad Moxie one, yeah, that was just terrible. We played that; it was so boring.
Awful DLC.
That's probably one of the worst pieces of shooter DLC you could probably ever play.
The only good thing in that DLC was the safe.
Oh yeah, you can get safe.
You finally had a safe to store your crap. But
yeah.
The dome, like, it's one of those things that sounds neat on paper, right? Like, oh, fight off waves of enemies with your friends, that sounds fun, right? No. When you're fighting 20 long-ass waves, and you get no XP and no loot.
Yeah, it's the way it was designed, was just so dumb.
Like, let's take everything fun about Borderlands and take it out. You get no loot, you get no XP, you get no sense of progress. You gotta go 20.
Because we were playing it with me and you and like another friend, and we were just like, "What's going on?"
Me, you, and Chief were playing, and we were like playing for like an hour straight, and like we couldn't even finish one challenge. We're like an hour in, and we're like, "Why isn't this not done yet?" Like, nope, you got another 10 more waves. And I'm like, I was sitting there eating pizza. I was so hungry. Like, I was so starving. Playing. I really was. I remember this day because I was. I remember this day. We were playing the fucking Mad Moxie DLC, and we were playing for so long trying to get through the damn challenge. I was starving. my brother brought in a pizza, and I was sitting there trying to hurry and shove and eat that pizza because I was so hungry, and I was trying to like eat and play at the same time, and we just couldn't get through that damn dome. It was just
yeah, it was not fun. I mean, I left because like I had to leave, and I was just like, that was like
damn long. And if you leave, it doesn't save your progress. You get to start the whole dome challenge again when you come back.
I think I just dropped out and just left you guys to do the rest of it, I guess.
We didn't even finish because I didn't get the trophies. I won 100%. I just couldn't get those damn Moxie trophies.
Maybe you could try on the PlayStation 4. 4K.
Oh, God.
It'll run really well, probably, but I don't know. It's just whatever. Come on, Randy. Get it together. Let's pick up the pace a little bit here. Come on. I mean, we have no shortage of things to play, but people are getting hungry out there for Borderlands. And this is just desperate at this point.
Oh, boy.
I'm not saying Borderlands 1 is bad. It's just, come on. The Street Fighter 1 of the Borderlands series. You don't really need it. But hey, there's that Street Fighter Anniversary Edition on the Switch.
Yeah, you get every Street Fighter almost ever.
Yeah, almost ever, but yeah. But it's good for people, I guess, that want an enhanced version of the game. There you go.
Yes. And, yeah. But moving along, we have another game leak.
Oof. Oh, another leak.
Another leaky boat. But yeah, so it leaked out this morning that the next Assassin's Creed will be called Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Odyssey. They gotta do like a little remix of that song.
It leaked out because there's like a keychain or something. It was the weirdest leak. It's like a keychain thing that was like, yep, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You got a little like Greek helmet keychain.
Oh god.
It was a keychain that leaked out. And then some further details of the game leaked out, and then Ubisoft confirmed it a while ago. Like, yeah.
And then on the Twitter, yeah, they had that video of the
Spartan they confirmed kit. They confirmed it. Like, yes, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a real thing. We're going to talk about it at E3. But there are some more details from Kotaku confirming reports and saying some more potential details of what this game will be. Saying Assassin's Creed Odyssey will be set in Greece and will be even more drastic departure for the series. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Whoa.
Assassin's Creed did a lot of things. It says Odyssey will lean even further into these RPG changes, allowing for dialogue options and the ability to choose either a male or female protagonist to play as.
Because of Assassin's Creed's long-standing controversy of not having a woman protagonist. But there was one in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yes, you can pick between... Well, not pick, but you can switch between in Syndicate, and you play it as one in Liberation, the video game.
So take that, people trying to find something to be mad about.
Let's see. It says reported that the protagonist from Assassin's Creed Origins current build did not, but doesn't mean blah blah. I'm reading this wrong. The builds reported on don't have the. They said they didn't see the protagonist from Assassin's Creed Origins, but doesn't mean that they won't have some kind of appearance in the game. Saying that Odyssey is actually a direct sequel to Origins, so we'll see some possible crossover between the story of Odyssey with the story of Origins,
and hopefully with the Michael Fassbender movie too. Just kidding.
Yeah, that movie's supposed to be canon with the game. So.
It is canon with the game, yeah. But yeah.
So yeah, so this is neat. I did buy Origins for Xbox.
Yeah, I've only seen bits of Origins and then see my friend play at the beginning. I never got to the round of Origins, but once I get my PS4 Pro, I'll probably play Origins.
Yeah, I got it for Xbox. I played a couple hours of it on Xbox, and I really liked it. But it's just one of those things where it goes back to that whole problem I'm having right now.
The open world games, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just I'm so burnt out on open world games and things that take like 100 hours to finish. To where like,
I don't think Assassin's Creed Origins is a 100-hour game.
Maybe not 100-hour game.
Well, maybe like 30 hours.
I don't know, but it's still a really long game and a really big game, and it's just one of those things where I'm playing it, I'm liking it, but it's just I just don't feel like investing this much time into this because it's just so much, you know, and assuming Odyssey kind of goes that same direction where it's big open.
I can't resist not singing that song.
Oh, you're gonna have a little hat you can throw it at enemies. You can throw your Spartan helmet at enemies.
This is Cappy. Get all that, Snyder. But interesting. I'm pretty behind on Assassin's Creed games. I actually am very curious. I mean, I want to kind of play Assassin's Creed Rogue. You know?
Yeah, because I keep saying that I love 4 so much, and that's the more.
Yeah, I kind of want to play that one. And then we had our Sea of Thieves fix somewhat, but the DLC's not for Sea of Thieves. Oh, we should play. We got a lot to play. Yeah, we should play because there's story.
Yeah,
there's a campaign.
There's a little campaign. Yeah, it's been updated.
Yeah, actual objectives. I'm like, holy crap, a game? So we need to play that. Anyways.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Interesting. Assassin's Creed Origins sold well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and was received well. People generally like that game.
Yeah.
So, let's see where Odyssey goes. Nintendo beat you to the punch on that one. But did they say what? Is this division of Ubisoft? It's hard to know because
I mean, this is leaked stuff, so we don't know who's specifically developing this.
Maybe the one that made 3. Oh. Maybe Montreal. I'm curious who. I mean, it's an amalgamation of hundreds of Ubisoft people. Anyways, I'm just curious what the core team is. It definitely can't be the Origins one because the one from Origins was the one from Assassin's Creed 4. Yeah. So I'm curious who it is. Who's the game director? Who's making it? I guess we'll find out at E3.
Ubisoft.
It's hard to know. It's like EA.
Yeah. EA
has. EA.
It says on the box. Ubisoft, it doesn't really say on the box. It just says Ubisoft.
Yeah, but at least as you read further along into it, you get to know who.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Even
but Ubisoft is a publisher that doesn't really they do have different teams, but generally it's still just Ubisoft. Like the front of the box will say Ubisoft. Maybe on the back it might specify which branch, but generally it'll just say Ubisoft, Yeah,
and then there'll be the articles telling us who are the main ones, making it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So there you go. But yeah. There's that. I mean, E3's coming up. We're gonna get all this new information and confirms and this and that, and we'll see.
Yeah, and seeing Last of Us Part 2. It's gonna blow everything out of the water. Oh. Yeah. And then that'll be the last I'll ever see of it. No, until it comes out.
There you go.
Oh man, I'm so excited to get this PS4 Pro so I can play Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
And Uncharted 4.
Uncharted 4 again. And yeah. And another game that has a good PS4 Pro update.
Ooh, okay. What?
A little report came out. They did, Digital Foundry to analyze the crap out of things.
Oh yeah, they sure do. I'm surprised they didn't put out as many as they did with that PS4 Pro boost mode.
Yeah, oh god, boost mode.
They only did one video on it with 5 games. I was like, wait a minute, why is my sub box filled with every possible PS4 game with the boost feature in comparison with the non-boost? But no, they resisted themselves. They only did it on one, on a few games.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
what game has PS4 Pro?
Yeah, they did a comparison of H1Z1.
Oh,
the recent open beta battle royale game that was released on PS4.
Yeah,
they did a study with the PS4 version versus the regular version, saying that the PS4 Pro version runs at a solid 50-60 frames per second, compared to standard PS4 struggling to keep up a frame rate of 40 to 50 frames per second.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah, this gives PS4 players a pretty significant advantage in the game.
Well, at least it's just the beta for right now. Granted, it is just the beta. But that is indicative of what the final version of it might be. If there is ever one.
Yeah, saying frame rate and pixel count, though, is the only advantage, though, PS4 Pro has over base console, though.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
So, yeah, so that's just an example of a pretty big change in performance between PS4 Pro and regular PS4 with online game.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, a lot of online games have been locked 30 frames because of this. The big thing was Destiny 2, where it was oh, why does Destiny 2 only run at 30 frames per second even on PS4 Pro? And then Bungie was well, we want to balance it. We don't want
Yeah, that's right.
60 frames for some people and 30 frames for another, and a couple of games, a lot of online games still doing that, sticking to 30 frames for online because that same reason. Right. What was the other one? I don't know.
Call of Duty?
Maybe Call of Duty. Well,
Call of Duty usually just stays no matter what. Generally, but
no. I was just trying to remember like another specific game where they kind of had to say that. Oh, I think it was it wasn't online, but it was Spider-Man. They were like, yeah, Spider-Man runs.
Yeah, Spider-Man is consistent. Yeah,
Spider-Man has consistency. It's 30 frames on both PS4 and PS4 Pro. I mean, there's no online to worry about, but they just said they just kept it the same at both.
Yeah, probably for optimization reasons, stuff like that. So,
but
it's fine. But it'll have some enhancements, probably.
It will. Oh yeah, it's gonna have enhancements for PS4 Pro, just not frame rate enhancements.
Because I felt like at this point, just about all the mainline PlayStation 4 exclusives are utilizing the Pro.
Oh yeah.
So, because for instance, I've seen Uncharted 4, and that's not too much of a difference, but up until Lost Legacy though, yeah, that's when Naughty Dog started. Lost Legacy is that taste of what they'll do with Last of Us Part 2. Mm-hmm. And Last of Us Part 2, they're gonna utilize the PS4 Pro. They'll optimize it for the original PS4 too, no doubt. But goodness, that game's gonna look even better on the Pro.
Yeah,
goodness.
Yeah. But after reading this article, I actually went and played 2 rounds of H1Z1 on my PS4 Pro.
Oh.
To check it out because, as you know, if you've listened to the past couple episodes, we are obsessed with PUBG as our main Xbox game.
Well, as our main Xbox game. I've been playing other games now, so since you told me about it. But I got God of War, and then I'm going to play Fallout, so PUBG isn't my mainstay anymore.
Yeah, but PUBG is our main game that we play at least on Xbox, and I haven't touched any of the other Battle Royale games like Fortnite. But I decided to try out H1Z1 because it's actually getting a lot of attention on PlayStation. They said it's actually player base is really high since launch.
Oh, I'm sure.
4.5 million players, something like that. They tweeted out.
What? Dang.
It's picking up a lot of traffic. I've seen a lot of people, my friends, playing H1Z1. So I started to try it out, and like I said, this is my first not PUBG Battle Royale game I've played, and it's neat. It's very similar to PUBG.
Did H1Z1 come out first? But wait a minute, this is H1Z1 Battle Royale.
Yeah, Battle Royale. The original game was DayZ, which was trying to be this hybrid thing, and then they decided to split it into 2 games, where H1Z1 is just the Battle Royale component. Kind of like Fortnite, right? No one plays the regular Fortnite.
Yeah.
The main game, you just play the Battle Royale.
What was Fortnite anyway?
What was Fortnite supposed to be again? Was it an iPhone
whatever.
game? I don't know.
Well, you say Apple because the original Fortnite was shown back at WWDC Apple conference back in the day.
Yeah, so. But playing H1Z1, when I started up, it's you parachute in, you got this circle thing you got to run away from, but in this one, they have a story behind it. It's gas, toxic gas is coming in. Get out of the way.
We make up a story for PUBG because there's nothing to.
It's the shimmer, man. It's the shimmer coming to get us.
The shimmer. Because PUBG's just so generic, you have to pull stuff from it. It's like playing with toys. You just have to come up with the imagination.
Yeah, imagination.
But H1Z1, better be careful. Is Blue Point not Blue Point? Is the developers of PUBG gonna sue them too? Uh-oh. They better lawyer up.
Similar, but I don't know. It playing H1Z1 it's one of those things where as I'm playing it, I feel like I'm playing a knockoff. You know,
a knockoff. Dang.
You know, because it feels like it's kind of because it is open beta. I mean, even PUBG on Xbox technically a beta. So
but it's just trying.
So it is. So it can change and all that. But playing H1Z1 feels like a more simplified version of PUBG in a way, because there's no plane. You're kind of just automatically on a parachute.
Oh.
So there's no
So you don't even have to choose when to drop.
Yeah, there's less control of where you land because you're kind of already on a parachute.
Yeah.
The map seems smaller than PUBG. Pretty sure it's smaller than PUBG.
Even that I don't mind too much. PUBG's maps are pretty
and there's
big.
less there's no like gun parts, so it's just kind of like, yep, I found this gun. Like there's no
so like there's no sight, there's no like depth.
Yeah, like when you pick up a gun, it already has a sight on it, so there's no like strategy of like, hey, what kind of sight do I want, or oh, do I want quick draw, or do I want an extended mag?
Yeah.
You can kind of pick up as many bandages and stuff as you want. Backpacks only affect how many guns you carry.
Oh.
So like when you first land, you can carry 2 guns. If you find a whatever backpack, you can carry 3 guns. If you find another backpack, you can carry 4 guns.
Dang, you're just having so many backpacks.
Yeah. So there's that.
You're gonna get an H1Z1 backpack.
Yeah, on those backpacks. But then you can find armor and stuff like in PUBG. You can pick up that. Oh, vehicles handle really well though.
The vehicles handle better.
Yeah, I got on a 4-wheeler and it stayed on the ground. Like I didn't like bump into a rock and fly into the air.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so annoying in PUBG. Like when you drive, it's just like any little thing that hits you.
Vehicles are very weighted in H1Z1. They will stay on the ground when you drive.
Thank God.
That's one thing that got better. They got the vehicles are better.
The vehicles handle better.
And they got a nice variety of vehicles. They got the dirt. I think they got dirt bikes. They got 4-wheelers. They got like cars. They got trucks. They got police cars where you can even turn the sirens on. Like literally, like my first game, I got to like top 20, and like the circle was so small, and like everybody was just driving in police cars with the sirens on. I felt like I was playing Twist Metal 2 or something.
Oh God, no! That does not happen in PUBG.
Yeah, so just like everybody's driving around. It's like okay.
It feels like that when the circle's like somewhat like medium size, and you have like a lot of people driving around. So it is like Twisted Metal, but when the circle's as small as you're saying, that does not happen.
Oh yeah, I'm in top 20 and like, circle small, and everybody's just driving around in circles, and they're freaking police cars.
You kind of wish that you could shoot out of your car.
So so generally the gameplay just feels like a simplified version of PUBG, taking out a lot of the strategy because there's no backpack management either, because you're just worried about what guns you have. So there's no gun pack management. There's no picking out parts to put on your gun and all this and that. One thing H1Z1 does really well, though, other than the vehicles, is sense of progression. Because there is, like, oh, I made it to this one, so I get so much XP, I can level up.
Yeah.
And then you can use those points to buy the crate stuff, and the crates can get you customization stuff for your gun. So it's like, every time I pick up the AK, it's going to look like this. Or if I get in this car, the car will start looking like this, because I have this upgraded look for it. So there's some good customization stuff. There's good sense of progress. There's like in-game challenges. There's, there's that, and there's customization just to make your guns look different. There's different clothes items and stuff, which PUBG has that, the clothes items, but you don't care about that when you play.
Somewhat.
Somewhat. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, that's something that PUBG can easily fix later on. Because, I mean, PUBG doesn't even have achievements right now because they can't get achievements till they hit 1.0.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice alternative right now if you just have a PlayStation.
PlayStation's PUBG.
PlayStation's PUBG, because it's either that or Fortnite,
Yeah, or you pay $250 for an Xbox One S and then get PUBG.
Yeah. And then you get a One X and it plays even better.
Yeah. You get it.
PUBG runs so solid on Xbox One X.
Oh, sure it does.
You get 3D character models, man.
In the freaking. Oh, so dumb. I will see about the prospect of ever getting an Xbox One X. I will see. Just to simply play PUBG again.
Just so you can see all the enhancements and just the solidness of the game.
We'll see.
And see.
I was almost kind of complaining to myself, like, why hasn't the Xbox One X dropped in price? But I thought the Xbox One X came out in 2016, but it came out just last year, right?
Yeah, it came out in November.
So maybe there'll be like a price drop in the X sometime. Maybe where it's at least $400.
Yeah, if not, at least a really good bundle, probably.
Yeah, that I would like. That would kind of bring me over the edge of it. For right now, I mean, it's just a 4K machine and PUBG, so like that's not really worth it too much to see some character model on the freaking start screen. And it looks fine. It already has the HDR support on the Xbox One S, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so it's fine right now.
It's fine.
for the most part. But still, even no matter which console you play it on, it still needs to run better on Xbox. So they still need to get on it. But
you don't know. You didn't play it on Xbox One X.
I'm sure it's still not as good like as the PC version.
Well, of course not.
Or even in tandem. Not even somewhat in tandem. Like, it needs to get, like, better. Because just watch the Digital Foundry video of it. See how the X version and the S differ.
Yeah.
I don't think they've made a video on PUBG on it in a while, so it doesn't take into account any of the updates or anything. So it's been a while. Get on that, Digital Foundry. We're giving you some video ideas right here.
There you go,
give
man.
Give me a cut of that YouTube revenue. It's like $3.
Yeah. But yeah. But anyway, we are now at the 1 hour 20-minute mark, and
oh, so sad.
I don't know, I really wanted to squeeze in that H1Z1 comparison because I played it a while ago, and I'm like, I want to compare this to PUBG.
No, I mean, you got it in, and
because I tried playing it this morning. It was funny. Like, I had this game downloaded since like a week ago, and like I never got around to playing it till this morning. And I started on my PlayStation. I'm like, yeah, let me try H1Z1 today. It was under 8-hour maintenance this morning. I was like,
oh, it was on maintenance?
Yeah, it was on maintenance this morning. Like, it was up this afternoon. I was able to play this afternoon, but like in the morning I got up and I started playing it, and it was like, nope, we're under maintenance for like next 5 to 8 hours. And I'm like, really? I've had this game downloaded on my console for a whole week, and the one day I decided to play it, it's under maintenance.
It happens, yeah.
I know, but like I said, the maintenance cleared up and I got to play it. I played like 2 rounds, and yeah.
All right, we'll play it. I mean, I'm so irritated at how much space is like on my freaking PlayStation. So until I get my like 1 terabyte PS4 Pro,
11 gigs right now total with updates.
Oh, it's 11 gigs. I think I probably have enough for that. Hopefully. Well, I was able to download a bunch of DLC for stuff since I deleted a bunch of stuff Fallout 4. So I should be okay. I'll see. Yeah, I want to play some H1Z1 with you. Something different than PUBG.
Is it different?
Yeah, well, like something. I don't know. It's something different. I don't know.
You get to use your PS4 controller.
I get to use my PS4 controller. I get to use my headset. There. How about that?
There you go, man.
How do you like them apples?
But anyway, we gotta start to wrap this up. So, yeah. With that, this has been the PSBS Plays Bullshit Podcast, episode 106. I'm your host, Coach T. PSN Project Coach here is
Andrew Arenas, double is. Everybody have a fantastic week. Get your PlayStations. Get your games. Play God of War. It's good. Really good. Even though I'm like a little late to the party.
I thought you were about to set something up there.
Get Detroit. Be well. Some kids might be getting out of school soon, so good job.
The kids are already out of school around here. What are you talking about?
Well, most for other kids too. You know, it's a consideration. Everybody has different schools and time periods and ways of schooling.
It just sounds funny to think this school takes place in 2023. This school existed in 1941. This school.
All right, I'm done.
It's just your wording, which is funny. That's what I thought of. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, E3s are coming. So we gotta get ready.
E3's coming.
Games.
Comic-Con's soon.
Comic-Con's in a little over a month.
A month and a half.
So.
Which is crazy.
Crazy, man. But yeah. But anyway. Yep. So anyway, thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
See you later.
And